The Element Fission tier list 1.0 is just about complete. Complete enough, I think, to go ahead and announce it. It has a long way to go. It will kind of be an ongoing thing, but we sort of have the foundation of it put down now. Big shout out to everybody that comes by the streams and participates in this, helping us get ratings assigned. Big shout out to LT and again, just tons of people that are coming into the stream and helping us get this sorted. We have the Nat 3 tab, the Nat 4 tab, and the Nat 5 tab, and pretty much all of them are done for Campaign, Classic Arena, Boxing Club, Heavy Metal, Death Lab, and then we also did Lost Tunnel on just about everybody, and we tried to do Airship War on a lot of the units. We're still working on some of the 3 stars, but particularly the 4 and 5 star. I think, well, maybe mostly just the 5 star then. Yeah, the 5 star, we have a lot of the Airship War pretty much sorted. So since a lot of the Nat 5s are kind of PvP centric anyway, we wanted to make sure we go ahead and get that done. So that's sorted. Actually, I just realized I need to change that. It says Airship War on the Nat 3 and 5 tab, but Guild War on the Nat 4 tab. I need to fix that. We also have the section over on the side that's the Summoners War equivalent. I'm still going through and trying to fill those in as I'm able to. So if you have any, like if you see a unit in the tier list and you know who their Summoners War counterpart would be and it's not listed, you can either leave me a comment on the sheet, you can join my Discord and holler at me in there. I've got a tier list section for things like that. You can let me know and I'll get it verified and get it added and stuff. But this is it. This should be a pretty decent starting point to reference if you are wondering how good a unit is or seems like they would be in any given piece of content. Again, this is 1.0. A lot is going to change. Now that we've got the foundation laid for it, we can sort of begin to cross-reference and sort of grade units against other units. So some of the ratings will continue to get tweaked. What we kind of did starting out was isolate a unit and try to, either decide how good they perform in content or how good we think they would perform if it was hard to find anybody with direct experience. So like someone like Light Clockwork, for example, for this main core content, for those first few dungeons anyway, it doesn't seem like he's got a lot going on. But there's still a lot of content in the game, first of all, that we haven't done yet and we haven't started rating yet. And 2, it was just hard to find anybody with any real experience on him. And based on the way his kit reads, it doesn't seem like he would shine in any of the content we've talked about. Now, again, he might be great in Vegas. He might be great in Anonymous. He might be great in some of the Rift raids. Just because the unit looks bad here in these ratings doesn't mean they'll have no utility anywhere. And again, Light Clockwork is a perfect example of maybe someone has him and is using him in a dungeon and they're like, he's actually fantastic for this. We can adjust the rating the more information we get on that, right? So, but yeah, that's kind of how we approached it, and that's what we've got so far. So over time, like I said, I'm going to try to go in, get all the Summoners War counterparts done for the people that did play Summoners War and would like that quick reference. I'll continue to try to get Airship War and recommended gear sets filled in, maybe some gear stats. I'm eventually going to try to start linking to some guides for any individual units that we do. And then as we push a little bit further into the game and start getting more familiar with Underground, Vegas, and Anonymous, we'll start getting ratings filled in for those dungeons as well. And then it'll be time to move over into all of the different guild bosses and other big bosses that there are in the game, all the dungeons to farm, all the other different resources that very few people have kind of ventured into at this stage since the game is so young right now. But so again, I think it's safe to call this 1.0. Still a lot of work to be done. Ratings will get tweaked over time as we get more familiar with them and the content. And I reckon if any new units get added, we'll get them added and graded as quickly as possible. But again, if you would like to participate in the development of this as it continues, you can follow me on Twitch. We do a lot of this live on Twitch. I just kind of interact with chat and get some information, and we decide on ratings together. You can join my Discord. I've got a tier list section in there specifically to talk about the tier list. You see a rating that you just don't think is correct, feel free to come discuss it with us. We are not like hard set on keeping these ratings what we've decided they are. I want it to be kind of community consensus. So I'm more than happy to discuss any ratings that anybody thinks needs changing anywhere. That's probably the best way to do it. I will try to read comments on the videos about the tier list. and consider them, but it's a little bit harder to do. It's much easier through Twitch chat or through my Discord. Those are really the best places to be if you want to participate in the development of this. But that's pretty much it. I just kind of wanted to announce it so that you know it's here. It will be, of course, linked below. And if you have any thoughts about what you think would be nice to see on this as it develops in the future, because again, I'm working on other tabs more than just the units. I want to have tabs for dungeons and dungeon guides, gear guides, all kinds of different things as it continues to grow. So if there's anything that you think would be helpful that you would like to see on here, you can let me know in the comments of this video. That will be a little bit easier for me to reference and manage. So I'll look forward to the comments there. But that's it. I'm not going to keep you long. Just wanted to kind of announce that it's in the bare bones of its 1.0 phase, and we're going to keep working on it and try to expand it as quickly as possible. But that's it. Again, I appreciate everybody that helped with it. I appreciate everybody that's going to, join the Discord and Twitch and continue to be a part of it. And that's it. I hope it is helpful. That is ultimately the goal, is that it is helpful for you to kind of figure out what to do with your units if you're newer to the game. So I hope that we are accomplishing that and that we continue to. But that's it. I'm done rambling. Appreciate y'all. Hope you have a good one. I'll see you later.